Good afternoon. My name is Miss Minadero, and myself, along with my fellow colleagues, Miss Nigo and Miss Sidoti, will be leading you through the closing activity of today's first annual Wellness Conference.
The purpose of today's Wellness Conference was to provide you with opportunities to explore a variety of topics on wellness. The World Health Organization is the leading resource on global health, and they define wellness as a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, not the mere absence of disease. We here at LT agree that one's overall health is interrelated and crucial to a fulfilling life. We also recognize the current pandemic has added immense additional stressors to our students, staff, and community. As a result, we wanted to provide a time to acknowledge these stressors and recognize we are not alone in these feelings. Our hope is that at the end of this day, you will have been introduced to several techniques and tools which you can use to positively manage these stressors. In addition, today was an opportunity to simply take time to feel connected with one another.
Our goal of this closing session is to provide you with a few additional techniques and tools to use whenever you feel the need. Throughout this session, we hope you feel supported and take time to recognize how truly wonderful you are. We will be leading you through a yoga practice that will provide insight into a specific breathing technique, a yoga flow focusing on balance, and we will close with a mindfulness practice using your senses.
At this time, please find yourself in an area where you can remove yourself from all exterior distractions. Note, our closing meditation will focus on the senses of nature, so if possible, take your practice outside for a greater connection. There are so many additional physical and mental health benefits to exercising outside, such as an increase in vitamin D, which improves your immunity, helps fight disease, boosts mood, and even helps improve your sleep. Being outside also stimulates our senses, which we will practice later on in this session. Once you find a place to practice, please find a comfortable position, which could either be seated or lying down. Be sure to make this practice yours and simply do what feels right for you. If seated, I suggest sitting cross-legged or butterfly position. In either position, your hands can be in your lap or down by your sides. If you would prefer to lie down on your back, stretch out your legs and let your feet fall as they may. In this position, your hands can be placed on your belly or alongside your body, palms up. At this time, I invite you to close your eyes, or if you choose, cast your gaze downwards. Now take a deep breath through your nose. Hold it for just a moment, and then exhale deeply. Continue with a few rounds of breath and begin to calm your body and your mind. Relax your jawbone. With each exhale, try to release any distractions that are trying to peek into your space. We are going to ask you to perform a breathing technique that we call four corners breathing. I am going to ask that you envision a square box in your mind's eye. With that box in mind, start at the upper left-hand corner of that box. I'm going to ask you to inhale to a count of 4. When I ask you to do that, I want you to trace the top edge of that box with your breath. On your 4 count, exhale. I want you to trace your breath down the right side of the box. On the next inhale, move through the bottom of the box. And then on your final exhale, rise up the left side of the box to the starting point. Let's practice. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to repeat this 4 times total. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time through. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And our final exhale. This breathing technique can be utilized in so many aspects of your daily life. Before taking an assessment, before running out on the field for your game, or even when you feel overwhelmed. By using this technique, you gain an understanding that you have the power of controlling your breath. When you take control of your breath, you slow down your fight and flight response, which allows for a calmer sense of being and an increase in focus and clarity.
Begin to flutter your eyes open. We will now be moving into our yoga flow. The goal for this flow is for you to continue to work on staying in the present moment with each pose. Don't focus on the previous pose or the next pose to come. However, listen to the cues and adjust and modify your body as it is guiding you to do so. If throughout this flow you become distracted with other rambling thoughts, bring your attention back to controlling your breath. This will assist in adjusting your focus back to the present moment. Note, there may be some poses in this flow which you find challenging. If that is the case, don't cast judgment upon yourself. Remember, in balancing poses, the goal is not to not fall, but it is to keep your focus, to stay connected, and to get back into the pose even when things get a little unsteady. The goal through practicing yoga is to recognize you can do hard things when facing challenges. It is through this type of practice that we prepare ourselves for when life presents us with adversity. In today's flow, poses will be demonstrated in a variety of abilities. We highly encourage the use of modifications and extensions when necessary. You should make this practice your own and simply listen to your body and do what is right for you.
We are going to start our yoga flow today with the seated series. Continue to remain in your seated position. Deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Put your palms together in front of your heart. Close your eyes and find length in your spine, drawing your shoulder blades down your back. Soften your jaw and your facial muscles. Take a slow inhale through your nose and a full and complete exhale. Again, breathe in and release. On your next breath, breathe through your nose. Now a slow and steady focused breath out through your nose. Take yourself through another couple breaths on your own. Notice the natural pause at the top of your inhale and how it moves directly into your exhale. Take a moment and consider everything that brought you to this moment today. You took an opportunity. You made a decision to become a part of this day, to gain insight, and to take time for your own wellness today. Feel that gratitude. With a breath of fresh air, inhale, and now exhale. On your next inhale, sweep your arms out to your sides and then above your head into seated mountain Tadasana. Gaze up and now draw your elbows down the outsides of your side body and into a soft seated back bend. And again, inhale mountain Tadasana. Exhale, soft back bend. On your next inhale, roll your shoulder blades up toward your ears and back down the course of your spine. From here, lower your right ear to your right shoulder without forcing it, and take a breath. Exhale. Keeping your spine tall, breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, lift to neutral position. Slowly lower your left ear to shoulder, again without forcing it. Take a breath. Now exhale. Keeping your spine tall, breathe in and out. Inhale, lift to neutral position. Roll your shoulders up and down for another series, matching your breath to your movement. Back to neutral position. Send your gaze to your right. To center. To left. Back to center. Inhale, look up. Breathe in and out. Slowly lower your chin to your chest. Place your hands to your knees, rounding our back body. Exhale, seated cat pose. On your next inhale, shift into seated cow pose, expanding through the front door of your heart. Exhale, chin to chest, rounding your back, cat pose. Inhale, open chest, cow pose. Find yourself in a neutral position. Keeping your hands on your knees, lean over to your right, circling to the back wall, to the left, and now through center. Continue to make this shift as if you are a big spoon in a large pot. Once you have done this about 4 times, rotate into the opposite direction. As you perform this movement, check in with how you're feeling right now, your body, your mind, your emotions, and your thoughts. Back to neutral stance. Send your right arm down and your left arm high. Lean it to the right. Roll your ribs high. Lean in a little bit deeper, sending your left sit bone down. Same thing to the opposite side. Left arm down, right arm high. Roll your ribs up high and lean a little bit deeper, sending your right sit bone down. Find yourself in neutral position. Either sit through your hips to move to tabletop position, or roll through your knees to move into tabletop position.
From tabletop, we're going to begin to flow through a few rounds of cat-cow. For cow pose, inhale, drop your abdomen towards the earth. Shine your heart forward, pull your shoulders down away from your ears. Exhale, cat. Pull your belly button in towards your spine. Dome out through your shoulders. Press away from the earth. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Find a neutral position. Inhale, send your right arm high to the sky. Thread the needle. Send that right arm underneath your left. Bring your right ear to the mat. Try to stack your shoulders, one on top of the other, opening up your back. Take another breath here. And on your exhale, we will release. Coming back to that tabletop position. Now inhale and send your left arm high. Exhale, thread the needle. Bring your left ear toward the mat. Take deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth, stacking one shoulder on top of the other. Take another round of breath and exhale, release. Tuck your toes. Step your feet behind you into high plank. Pull your belly button up towards your spine to support your back. From your high plank, send your hips up high to the sky for down dog. In down dog, begin to shift your weight from one foot to the other, bending into each knee. Then inhale, come to the tops of your feet, and exhale your heels back down to the mat. Inhale, and exhale. Cross your right ankle over your left. Maybe take another Lift here, inhale and exhale. And then cross your left ankle over your right and do the same. Inhale, look to your hands, and exhale, step to meet them. For ragdoll, take a slight bend in your knees. Grab for opposite elbows. Let your head hang heavy. Gently sway side to side. If you would like a chest opener, you can interlace your fingers behind you. Take another breath here. And we will exhale, release our hands down to the ground. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time.
Slowly toe heel your feet together, big toes to touch, slight sliver between your heels. In order to make a greater mind-body connection, please lift all 10 toes and then place them back on your mat, feeling more grounded to the earth. Envision lifting your kneecaps up in order to engage your quads. Draw your belly button to your spine to activate your core. And then on your next breath, inhale, reach for the sky mountain pose. Exhale, slowly draw your shoulders down your back. In this standing pose, all muscles should be fully engaged. On your next breath, exhale, twist open to your right. Hips should be square to the front of your mat. Only your arms open to the right. If it is in your practice, extend your gaze over your right shoulder. On your next inhale, rise center. Exhale, we will twist to the left. On your inhale, lengthen a bit taller, and on your exhale, twist a bit deeper. Next breath, back center, hands, heart center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Envision making the shape of a figure 7 with your body. Little to no wrinkles in the back of your neck. Exhale, forward fold. Place your hands down into the mat and step your right foot back, your left foot to meet it, and hike your hips up to the wall for down dog. Take a breath here. We will hinge out to high plank. Option, you can drop to your knees. We will slowly lower down, hips and chest meeting the mat at the same time. We're going to flip our toes. We're going to press through our hands up to cobra pose, or if it is in your practice, up to up dog, where knees and quads may be lifted off the mat. Option here, you can flow to your down dog either through tabletop or simply flip your toes. Down dog is where we meet. Inhale, your right leg high. Place your right foot on top of your left ankle. We will then rotate all 10 toes to the right, heels drop to the left, little down dog twist stretch here, opening up that side body. Take a breath here. And then on your next breath, we're going to rotate all 10 toes to the center, right leg high. We're going to draw our right knee to our left tricep, and we release our right foot to the mat. Generously bend your left leg and slightly straighten your right leg. We will now bound off that left foot, bringing the outside of your right foot. In essence, your ankles are crossed once again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, mountain pose. Feel that nice IT band stretch down your leg. Exhale, twist to either the right or the left. Inhale, back center. Exhale, twist the opposite direction. We'll come back center. Exhale, hands to heart center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant those hands down. You're going to step your left foot back, right foot to meet. We're in down dog. Take a breath here and hinge out to your high plank. We will flow through chaturanga, Know that your knees are there for you. In Chaturanga, you hinge out 2 inches, slowly lowering from high to low. Flip your toes to a cobra or an up dog. Flip your toes. We all meet back in down dog. Inhale your left leg high. Place your left foot on top of your right ankle. Then we're going to rotate all 10 toes to your left. Heels drop to the right. Again, feeling that stretch down your side body. It should feel pretty good here. Take a breath. We're going to rotate all 10 toes back to the center. Kick your left leg high. Draw your left knee to your right tricep. Release your left foot to the mat. Generously bend that right leg. Slight straightening of your left. Bound off that right foot, bringing it to the outside of that left foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. This time we will exhale and we are going to twist to our left. Work towards keeping your hips square even with the twist of your legs. Inhale, back center. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, back up center. Exhale, hands to heart center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Place your hands down into the mat. Step your right foot back, left foot to meet. Up into down dog. Take a breath. We will flow through your Chaturanga. Know that you can skip Chaturanga at any time. We will all meet back in down dog. Moving on to Sun B. Inhale your right leg high. Think knee to chest. Swing it on through to lunge. Be sure to align your knee over your ankle. Place your left hand down onto the mat, and we're going to rise our right hand up to the sky. Easy twist. Option, you can drop your left knee for added stability if necessary. Inhale, reach higher. Exhale, twist a little deeper. And we're going to begin to rotate bicep to ear towards the top of our mat. We're going to rotate our left toes to the side of our mat and slowly lengthen through our right leg up into triangle pose. Triangle pose, think stacking hip on top of hip, shoulder on top of shoulder. On your next breath, we will begin to bend our front leg into a lunge. We will use our abdominals and tick-tock into Warrior Two. Again, inhale, lengthening through your crown. Exhale, sinking deeper in that front lunge. On your next breath, all 10 toes to the side of your mat. Open up to Star Pose. We are then going to rotate our left toes to the back of our mat and drop into Warrior Two. Exhale here, reverse warrior. Think bicep to ears. Send your breath into your side body, opening up rib by rib. Then we're going to dance our toes so our right toes face front. Exhale, reverse warrior to the front of your mat. Cartwheel your hands down, frame your front foot. Step your right foot back to meet your left in down dog. And then we are going to hinge out to plank. Again, your Chaturanga, modify where necessary. Leave anything out that doesn't serve you. Down dog is where we meet. Left side will be a little more simpler since we've gone through it once. We're going to inhale our left leg high. Think knee to chest. We're going to swing it through to lunge. Be sure to stack your joints. We will place your right hand down onto the mat. Raise that left hand, easy twist to the left. On your next exhale, you'll slowly begin to rotate your left arm to the front of your mat. Rotate your right toes to the side of your mat, slowly lengthening through that left leg up to triangle pose. Triangle pose, imagine you are stacking between 2 walls and you can't touch either side of them, as if you were in a toaster. Exhale, we are going to bend that front leg into that lunge, rotate up into warrior two. Again, challenge yourself in that front lunge. Opening up to star pose, all 10 toes to the side of your mat. We will then rotate those right toes at that back of the mat, warrior two to the back. Take a full breath here. Exhale, reverse warrior. Again, we will dance our toes in a moment. Reverse warrior to the front of your mat. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, rotate your right toes forward. Step your left foot back to down dog. Take a breath. We'll hinge out to high plank. This is our last chaturanga of class. Make it your own, high to low, up dog to down dog. Let's flow through that one more time, but a bit faster, matching breath to movement, and we will add a little something at the end. Inhale your right leg high, knee to chest, swing it on through to lunge. Open up, easy twist to the right. We will then rotate that right arm to the front, press through that front leg up into triangle pose. Exhale, we'll bend in that front leg, opening up to warrior two towards the front. All 10 toes to the side of your mat, star pose. Dance those toes, warrior two to the back, reverse warrior. Rotate those toes, reverse warrior once again. You will cartwheel your hands down and listen for change. Ground down through your left palm. Stack your right ankle on top of your left. Open up side plank to the right. Options here, you can hold your plank, you can drop to a knee, or perhaps lift a leg. Remember, don't be afraid of the challenge. The intent is to practice through instability. With control, rotate back center, place your right hand and foot back on the mat, hinge up to down dog. Take a breath. Inhale your left leg high, knee to chest, swing it through to lunge. Place your right hand down, easy twist, open to the left. Slowly rotate that left arm to the front. We are going to rotate up into triangle pose. Exhale, bend that front leg, warrior two to the front of your mat. Open up star pose. Rotate those back toes, warrior two to the back of your mat. Exhale, reverse warrior. Switch those toes, reverse warrior to the front of your mat. Cartwheel your hands down, ground down through your right palm, stack your left ankle on top of your right, side plank to the left. This type of practice helps you recognize you can do challenging things. Exhale with control back center, and we will all meet back in down dog.
From this down dog, look to your hands and exhale, step to meet them. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And slowly roll up to mountain pose. We now are going to go through a series of balancing postures, beginning with tree pose on the right. Bring your hands to heart center, and then step your right foot to meet your left leg. Avoid pressing your foot into your knee. Take some deep breaths here, in through your nose and out through your mouth. If you want to find a challenge, maybe you grow your branches, extend your arms up high to the sky, or reach them down towards the earth, or keep them at heart center. On your next breath, we're going to release and release your foot down to the ground. From here, one-legged mountain pose. Send your arms up high. Lift your right leg. Create a 90-degree bend. Flex your foot. If this is enough of a challenge for you, stay here. If you would like more of a challenge, perhaps you reach and grab your foot. If you would like to try to extend your leg forward or to the side, you may. Exhale, we will release. We'll try all of that now on the left. Inhale, send your left foot to the inside of your right leg, either above or below your knee. Tree pose. Maybe you try another challenge here. Can you close your eyes? Feel that moment where your balance sways. On your exhale, return your foot down to the earth. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose. Send that left leg high, forming a 90-degree bend in your leg. Flex your foot. Stay here or find that challenge. Hold on to your foot, extend your leg long. Maybe you open to the side. On your next breath, we'll return to that one-legged mountain pose. And on your exhale, send your foot down to the earth. From your mountain pose, inhale and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, squat and curl ball pose. Come to the balls of your feet, lifting your heels off the mat. Sit back onto your heels, tuck your chin to your chest. Maybe you can try and test your balance. Exhale, have a seat. Send your legs and arms long out front of you. Pull your belly button into your spine and roll back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw your knees up so that your feet are on the ground. Send your right ankle to your left knee. Grab from behind your left leg for a supine figure 4 stretch. On your next breath, release. Now send your left ankle to your right knee. Grab behind your right leg. Supine figure 4 stretch. Exhale and release. Send your legs long. Bring your right knee into your chest. Inhale, hug your knee to your chest. And on your exhale, supine twist, allow your right leg to fall across your body. Keep both shoulder blades on the ground. Gaze over your right shoulder and close your eyes. On your exhale, return center. Send your right leg long and bring your left knee into your chest. Squeeze that leg in towards your chest on your inhale. And on exhale, supine twist. Again, remember to keep both shoulders on the ground. Gaze over your left shoulder to complete the twist. Exhale, return to center. Bring both knees into your chest and inhale yourself into one tight ball. Chin to chest, shoulder blades off the ground. Exhale, release to Shavasana. Send your legs long. Pull your shoulders down away from your ears. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. Allow any thoughts to simply drift away.
In your final Shavasana, extend your legs out long. Lay your feet open to either side of the room. Place your hands on your belly or alongside your body. If it feels comfortable, close your eyes and begin to acknowledge your breath once again. Big inhales and big, long, exaggerated exhales. With each exhale, begin to become heavy on your mat, as if you were melting into it. Start to release your tension in all parts of your body. Unclench your jaw. Notice, is your tongue at the roof of your mouth? If so, release it. This too is a place of tension.
We will now begin our nature-inspired meditation. I invite you to feel the sun. Imagine its golden light as warm, thick golden light streaming down onto your head. Feel this golden light spread across the top of your head, flowing slowly like warm honey. It flows down the back of your head and onto your forehead, your cheeks, neck, and your shoulders. The warming light relaxes the muscles of your face and neck. It moves across your shoulders, down your arms and your upper body, melts into it. This light continues down your body, onto your hips, thighs, knees, and all the way to your feet. You are now enveloped from head to toe in this warm liquid sunlight. Continue to feel the sensation of melting into it. All of your muscles are slack and at ease. Enjoy the light's warm embrace. Now bring awareness to the breeze on your face. Feel it brush across your eyelids, the tip of your nose, and your mouth. Acknowledge its presence across your torso, along your limbs, and reaching towards your fingers and toes. Now move your awareness to the sounds of the outside. Perhaps it's the birds, or the bees, a cricket, a dog's bark. Take a big inhale through your nose and recognize the smells around you. Envision these wonderful smells of spring. Maybe it's the smell of rain. Through the use of your senses, you have become present in the moment once again.
Now, can you begin to imagine that you are in a forest, standing on the bank of a gently flowing stream? It is a warm, sunny day, and the air smells of damp earth and green things growing. Breathe in deeply and smell the life of the forest. Look at the stream and notice the sunlight sparkling on the water. Hear the sound the water makes as it tumbles over the rocks. Imagine you reach down and slip off your shoes and wade into the middle of the stream. The water is cool and the stream bed is sandy. You are facing downstream and the water is flowing away from you. The sun warms your back and the water cools your feet. You notice leaves floating on the water as it flows downstream. Now gently turn your awareness to your thoughts. Select one that has been troubling you. Envision yourself reaching down and picking up one of those leaves floating in the stream. Place the troubling thought on the leaf. Bend down and put the leaf which now carries your troubling thought into the moving water. Watch as it floats away from you, further and further away from you. And as it floats downstream and out of sight, notice that you are feeling lighter and lighter. Return to your thoughts once again and become aware of a situation or a circumstance that is troubling you. A situation that you can neither change nor control. It can be personal or global. Again, reach down and pick up a floating leaf. Put the troubling situation on the leaf and place it back into the moving stream. Watch as it floats further and further away from you, and notice the relief you feel. We all have troubling thoughts. To run, hide, stress, or become anxious over these thoughts will not serve us. At this moment, there is nothing you can do to change the past or control the future. Therefore, I invite you to acknowledge your troubling thoughts, accept them, and then release them into the stream. Let go of your attachment to them. No fixing, no solving, no trying to change them. Use your senses and allow the flow of the stream to fill the space where these troubling thoughts once lived in you. Allow the stream to dissolve your need to control outcomes and give it a place of honor in your awareness. Allow its gift of peace to fill you. Continue to release your concerns into the stream for the next few minutes. If you become distracted, no worries. Simply acknowledge the distraction and use your senses to reconnect to your environment, to reestablish being in the present moment. Remember that you can return to a place of releasing troubling thoughts anytime you want to by simply closing your eyes and saying to yourself, I can let go of what is not serving me, and I can choose to find peace by simply being in the present moment. With the next breaths you take, find yourself slowly coming back into conscious awareness of your surroundings. Begin to feel the earth beneath you, the sun shining down upon you, the gentle breeze, the sounds and smells around you. Slowly introduce movement and begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Slowly flutter your eyes open. Maybe perhaps roll your ankles or wrists, or even take a good morning stretch. Now I invite you to roll either to your right or your left and find fetal pose. Bring your knees to your chest. You can place your ear on your bicep as if it were a pillow. And take one more big intentional inhale. And on your next exhale, push yourself to a seated position.
We hope you enjoyed today's yoga practice. Yoga is a form of self-care. It is imperative for your overall wellness that you dedicate time to practice self-care. In order to maintain your wellness, you need to practice healthy habits on a daily basis to improve your physical and mental health. So instead of just surviving, you are thriving. Thank you for joining us and have a great rest of your day.